My name's Casey and I'm a nurse here at Alice Springs Hospital and have no view of leaving anytime soon. I lived in Brisbane before I came here and was ready for a change, something different for my career, and I'd heard lots of good things about Alice Springs, so I decided I'd give it a go. Critical care is my specialty that I've done postgrad studies in. There's good opportunity for career progression. So I came here initially as a registered nurse, worked in intensive care, which was my initial background, and then I wanted a change, so I moved to the emergency department where I worked for 18 months before becoming a clinical nurse specialist. I've also had opportunity to backfill positions for clinical nurse education. I've currently just finished 6 months of bed management for the hospital, and I've also acted in the Nurse Resource Coordinator, which is an after-hours coordination position for the hospital where you're the resource person on call for those shifts covering out of hours. Patient population here is very unique. It's unlike a patient population that you would find anywhere else in Australia. I love working with Indigenous people and I love the variety that brings. There's chronic disease and just exposure to things that you wouldn't get anywhere else. Not any one day is the same. It's always something new, something different. The care that we provide is very different from other places. It's still very professional and it stands out in that alone. We do take our patients outside on ventilators or on inotropes and they do see the sunlight, and I think that that's very important. There's a large component of our work is with Indigenous people, and with that comes the cultural differences and the cultural backgrounds. Their understanding of health is different to ours. We work closely with the Aboriginal liaison officers to fill some of those gaps that we have with what our very Western understanding of medicine is and what medicine and health means for Indigenous people. And that is something that's definitely very attractive to me and something that I thoroughly enjoy about my job and working here in Alice Springs, and something that I haven't experienced anywhere else. Life outside work in Alice Springs is always fun. There's always plenty happening in the community. The community has a nice community feel about it. There's always something on. The Henley on Todd, the Beanie Festival, we've got the Camel Cup, we've got the Alice Springs Show, which is always a favourite of mine. There's a great range of bushwalking, camping. I like to garden because it's such a challenge to garden in the desert. I also like mountain bike riding. The decision to come to Alice Springs for a 3-month contract almost 4 years ago now was a good decision to make. My career has grown in ways that I never imagined that it would have, and the opportunities that I've had here have been extremely rewarding and unique within themselves.